Back.
Well, welcome back. You're still on to the world news in Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. And that's a package for the news this morning. Thanking you for listening. I am Buchi Rafwa. To stay tuned.
Day on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
I am a proud Nigerian. I have been playing. I will use my skills
and revolutionary solutions to the many challenges confronting Nigeria.
Nigeria will rise again.
Because I am here, I will leave this nation
a better place than I met it. I will work Nigeria a praise on the earth.
I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth. So help me God.
Let me tell you how I got this far.
Welcome to the Peak Breakfast Show, brought to you by Peak Milk.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for Peak Breakfast Show. This show is where we talk about the amazing success stories of some of the world's biggest and your favorite sports stars. We do this because we want to inspire you to be better and driven on your way to the peak of your career. Because as Peak Milk always says, it's in you. You can listen to this show every Monday and Friday on this station. And at this time, as we bring you different success stories of some of your Shell's Peak Milk, which contains 28 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B1, B12, and iodine. It also comes in various packs and prices, so everyone can have a taste of it. So go to a store, guys. You can stay connected with Peak Milk on social media. On Twitter, simply follow @Peak Milk, and on Facebook, like the Peak Milk page located at www.facebook.com/Peak Milk. We'll tell you more about the show when we return, but first, let's go on a short break.
He's my son.
Hey, I know, Mama. He's also my husband.
Some people say wives and mother-in-laws don't get along well. They obviously haven't met my wife and my mom. They are practically like sisters.
Hey, Mama, you know that new shiny George material? I bought one for you and one for me.
And me, I've already seen 2 new shoes for both of us that will match.
Oh, Mama, thank you.
Wait, who's paying for it?
You, of course.
See what I mean? But if there's one place they are very different, it's in their choice of Peak Milk. While my mother likes
Peak Filled for me, please,
because it has low cholesterol, while my wife prefers
Peak Full Cream for me, honey,
because it's rich and creamy. So, whether it's Peak Filled Milk with its low cholesterol or Peak Full Cream that's rich and creamy, choose your Peak today.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Reach for your peak.
It really gets me going.
And listen to the Peak Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is still the Peak Breakfast Show. On today's show, we'll be profiling one of the best African players who came unheralded but left an indelible mark in world football. Didier Drogba was born on the 11th of March 1978 in Ivory Coast, where he hails from. He was a professional footballer who starred for the Ivory Coast national team and most notably Chelsea Football Club, where he played for 9 seasons across 2 spells. Though a late bloomer, Didier Drogba still rose to the peak of his football career through sheer will and grit, hard work and perseverance. He was noted for his physical strength, his speed, ability in the air, powerful and accurate strikes, and his ability to retain possession of the ball even under pressure. Aside from his goal-scoring ability, Drogba is also capable of providing assists to his teammates. Between the 2009-10 season and 2011-12 seasons, he managed 24 assists in the Premier League with an average pass success rate of 61.4%, owing to his vision and creativity on the ball. He provided 71 assists to teammates over the course of his entire career at Chelsea until May 2012, showing that he is also a team player. Drogba is often ranked one of the top 3 greatest Africans without giving credence to the immense impact of Drogba after he helped them win 14 trophies, including 4 Premier League titles, an FA Cup apiece, and most famously, the UEFA Champions League in 2012, where his sport geek rubber stamped Chelsea amongst the greatest clubs in Europe. Besides Chelsea, Drogba won 3 other trophies with Galatasaray and finally with Phoenix Rising in his 40th year in 2018, after which he called it quits with the game he loves so much. With Ivory Coast, Drogba did not win anything, but with a couple of Africa Cup of Nations final appearances and a massive 65 goals in 105 appearances in his 13 years with the West African nation, Didier Drogba's greatness cannot be overemphasized. In addition to being Ivory Coast's highest goal scorer, Double D, as he is sometimes called, was named African Footballer of the Year by CAF in 2006 and 2009. He made a team of the AFCON tournament 3 times 607, as well as the 2009-2010 season. In those 2 seasons, he finished as the top scorer in the Premier League with 20 and 29 goals respectively. He was named in the FIFA Pro 11 in 2007, was awarded the Man of the Match in the 2012 Champions League final, and he won the Best Turkish Player award in his first season with Galatasaray in 2012-2013. As far as goals are concerned, Drogba had them aplenty. He finished his career with 364 goals, including a record 44 goals in a record 94 appearances by an African player in the Champions League. So
every time, not so shout! More should do! Ready 10-11 flats now?
As time con dey go, me and my guy, we con gel well. When we watch ball, na the same team we dey support. If we want on chop, na the same kind food. Especially Shaki and Bokoto, we get PhD. But on top all our kulabo, our milk dey different. As my oga, they like pig-filled milk, ready for blue sachet. It con get low cholesterol. Why me? Atanda gidigba on top pig.
Peak. Rich for your...
Rich and creamy. Choose Peak one side or the other of the line. This also applies to other aspects of life, like your eating habits. For example, you're either one of those who pour their cereal in before adding milk, or you're one of those who add the milk and then pour the cereal in. At your breakfast, while some filled milk that's low in cholesterol. Both of them come in small sachets. You can also get them in evaporated tins and large pouches. That way, when you choose any size that suits you, you can be rest assured that you're getting quality nourishment from Nigeria's #1 dairy brand, Peak Milk. So go ahead and choose your ever-nourishing Peak Milk today.
Peak Breakfast Show.
Success, motivation, nutrition.
Productivity, make fewer decisions. Try to automate decisions or make less important decisions. You see, I wear only gray or blue suits, Obama said. I'm trying to pare down decisions. I don't want to make decisions about what I'm eating or wearing because I have too many other decisions to make. The words of Barack Obama. Some decisions are important, most aren't. If you want to be more productive, consider outsourcing or eliminating everyday decisions. It's as simple as that. Concentrate your time and energy on your most important task by making fewer decisions on things that are less significant. Let's go on our final break today. I will return with a peak recipe of the day.
Some people say wives and mother-in-laws don't get along well. They obviously haven't met my wife and my mom. They are practically like sisters.
Hey, Mama, you know that's new, of course.
See what I mean? But if there's one place...
Pick full cream for me, honey.
Breakfast Show. A little bit of everything you need to reach your peak.
Unhealthy. We have a special that you should add to your menu. It's called Fura de Nuno. The ingredients you need to make Fura de Nuno are 1 cup of peak evaporated milk, 4 to 5 Fura balls. You can either buy it or make it yourself. You need to get some sugar to make it taste and some ice cubes. To make the Fura balls yourself, you need 10 cups of millet, 2 to 3 tablespoons of dry ginger, 1 tablespoon cloves, and 2 tablespoons of dry chili. Now, how do you make Fura de Nuno? You wash the millet and remove its peel, dry it, add dried ginger, cloves, and chili pepper. Then you grind to powdered form. Put millet powder in mortar and pound by adding sprinkling water gradually till it forms a soft dough. You mold to desired round shapes. Cook millet grill balls for like 20 to 30 minutes in the boiling water. Then you let it cool. Pound it again. Sprinkle warm water when pounding till it's soft. Then you mold and dust with millet flour. Fura is ready. Now get your ingredients, which are Fura balls, pick evaporated milk and sugar ready. In a bowl, pour pick evaporated milk, then pick Fura ball and crush it using your fingers and add to the milk. Use spoon to blend in the Fura with the milk. Add sugar and stir. Crush some ice cubes in Fura de Nunu and enjoy the combo. All right, that's where we draw the curtains on today's edition of Peak Breakfast Show. It's been an absolute delight bringing the show your way, and please tell someone to tune in on Friday at the same time and on the same dial as we bring you another exciting edition of the Peak Breakfast Show. Remember, you can always stay in touch with Peak Milk on social media by following on Twitter at Peak Milk and liking the Peak Milk Facebook page located at www.facebook.com/Peak Milk. Until Friday, when we deliver another edition of Peak Breakfast Show, stay healthy and keep taking the nutritious and delicious Peak.
John men's basketball team, D Tigers. My thoughts are with you during these challenging times. As we focus on the best ways to stay healthy, let's also come together as one. Contact with anyone that has a fever. Stay at home if you feel unwell, except for getting medical care. Stay safe.
Talking sports radio station today, 95.1 FM, right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. My name is Wisdom Obina, and I'll be bringing you up to speed with all the latest and trending sports stories making the rounds in the world of sports. With no further delay, let's get the show started. And we start with tennis, where Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, Coco Gauff, and Francis Tiafoe are just some of the names who have joined forces and voiced outrage over the death of George Floyd. Floyd died last Monday after a white police officer held him down by pressing a knee, along with message, "Don't pretend there's not a problem in America." Teenage phenomenon Gauff released a powerful TikTok video protesting killings of African Americans in the States. Francis Tiafoe started an initiative called Racket Down Hands Up to spread awareness against racial discrimination around the planet. And in boxing, well, if Tyson Fury remains the WBC heavyweight champion and Dillian White keeps winning, a Fury-White fight must happen at some point. Now, White is the mandatory challenger for Fury's title. The thing, if Fury beats Wilder again, he wants to square off against Anthony Joshua and then fight White. Fury-Joshua would be the biggest fight in British boxing history, we all know. But White has been the WBC's #1 contender for well over 2 years. And quoting Tyson Fury, and I said, I got this Wilder rematch and then we'll hopefully get the Joshua fight done. Fury told Sky Sports in an interview. But if that fight doesn't happen, then we'll take on Dillian White. Give him a beaten. Why not? All right, some combat story from wrestling. Danny Havoc, if you follow WWE and maybe mixed martial arts, well, he's passed away at only the age of 45. Game-changing Wrestling has announced. Real name, Grant Beckland Havoc, was a much-loved performer in GCW and Combat Zone Wrestling, and his death led to numerous tributes from various MMA stars and WWE stars. And in Formula One, a proposal to introduce reverse grid races when Formula One returns next month is unlikely to be accepted due to opposition from Mercedes, with Red Bull boss Christian Horner telling Sky Sports that Toto Wolff believes it pushed for an experimental sprint during a meeting with rights holders Liberty Media and the governing FIA on Friday got overwhelming support. He claims world champions Mercedes and their boss Wolff were unconvinced as it was too much of a variable.
Well, I think we've got a unique situation this year, and having two races at the same venue would seem the perfect time to try something different. There was a discussion last week where the FIA and Liberty put on the table trying something different for that second race weekend. My view was, well, let's, rather than just doing it at one race, let's do it at all the races where there are support. The only person that wasn't particularly supported.
All right, to be too much of a variable, we hope to see how the Formula One kickstarts. July, that's all on other sports. Fasten your seat, submitting a proposal to and would equally interface with Nigeria's football administrator to speak frankly on a number of issues. Now, when we return for today's Sports Life, I'm sure we'll be delving into most of those issues. Advise the local coaches to seek to inspire with different local coaching.
Unfortunately, the fortune of coaches depend not entirely. First thing a coach must do is to seek knowledge of, identifying and...
No particular plan for football development across the country.
FIFA statutes, Article 2, I want to improve the game of football constantly. You don't improve the state of football constantly by organizing competition and taking part in competition, but that by developing the game. You only use competitions to enable you to assess the level of development. But we are concentrating on this development, a panel of assessors assessing our league matches, and that is very crucial. That's very important to assess our league matches so that we know from time to time how far we have gone. And if you are improving, you set up a competition without assessors. It's like a teacher setting up examinations without marking the script. What type of teacher is that? And that's what we are doing.
All right, to female football, Super Falcons striker Asisato Shaw footballers. The Spanish Primera Iberdrola had ended the league and awarded the title to Barcelona Feminine, who were 9 points, something that is not healthy for us. We want to win the league on the pitch and celebrate with the fans, but these things, like the pandemic, happens. To be honest, to resume the league right now is still not healthy. Anyone can go home after the game and... Technical advisor of the Super Eagles, Gernot Rohr, has explained the reasons for accepting the new contract handed to him by the Nigerian Football Federation. Rohr was handed a new contract with new terms, which included him living in Nigeria, watching the Nigerian Football League of the new deal.
You know, this was and my staff, it's a new team, a very young team. I think the mission is not finished for the moment, and I want it to continue. And I think that the period we are living now, with this COVID, with this special side of the business of the football of everywhere, everybody has to do.
Gernot Rohr signed a new deal. Football fans have been wondering if the country would be able to achieve their target of winning the next African Cup of Nations. Last week, the NFF president, Amaju Pinnick, disclosed that the federation had given the German coach a target of winning the next AFCON as much as qualifying for the next FIFA World Cup. Gernot Rohr, do you think you can win the Nations Cup and qualify for the World Cup with a crop of players?
I think we have a chance to win the next Nation Cup. At first, we have to qualify. It's not finished. We started very well with the 2 victories. But we all the time had our philosophy in our team and in our staff to stay humble, to have a good team. We were already number 3 now in Africa. When I arrived, we were number 13. So we are in a good way, but it needs time, and I think we even don't know when will be the AFCON.
The German tactician was asked about the condition of the contract.
Good like other one. I can choose my players myself. This one, I can what they did our players. So no, we have to take the best one, no matter where they are coming from.
Properties in world football right now, following the confirmation by his French club Lille that they have indeed received multiple offers from different clubs for the gangling forward, while many had concluded leaps on the identity of the clubs jostling for the 21-year-old Nigerian. Quoting Lopez, there are multiple offers, Lopez told Mail Online. We turned down one English and one Spanish offer this January transfer window. There is a wide array this summer, and I wouldn't want to give the names of the clubs who are bidding, but... Greek giants Olympiacos have made an approach to sign Nigerian winger Henry Onyekuru from Monaco. Freelance journalist Ignacio Genuadi reports that Olympiacos want to sign Onyekuru at the end of January 2021 in all competitions prior to the suspension of the Premier League because of coronavirus. Among the reasons given by the club for extending the player's loan deal was his work rate. Quoting the United Twitter handle, he says, and I quote, "A tenacious work rate, passion for the red shirt, and goes to his name." Just 3 reasons why we love Igalo. And from there we move to England proper. All right, and we can tell you that QP Ali, who's saying the club are appalled by the decision. The English Football League announced on Sunday that the championship is set to return on the weekend of June 20th, following in the steps of the Premier League, which will be back 3 days earlier. But Who's has suggested more.
We're just going into phase 2. Pandemic is progressing across the UK. We're going too fast here in terms of the football. Last night, without any consultation, we get told that we're starting in less than 3 weeks, which I just find to be ludicrous.
Well, it's not only Warburton who has issues with the resumption of the leagues right there in England. Majority of teams in the boss are recommending a simple points per game format. Well, Aston Villa's Tyrone Mings believes the points per game method will be on...
of the points per game system. But at the moment, sitting here, we have a game in hand, and if we win that game up, when we've still got 10...
If there's a second spike in the spread of the virus, then he feels the points per game is actually the way to go.
Leeds and West Brom, they will be promoted, so promote them too and just have 5.
To Spain we go this morning, where the president of Las Palmas believes their match against Girona on June 13th could be the first in Europe attended by fans since the coronavirus pandemic struck. Miguel Angel Ramirez believes the minimal infection rate for COVID-19 in the Canary Islands could make it safe for fans to watch the game at Estadio Gran Canaria. The islands of La Gomera, El Hierro and La Gracia, the larger islands that make up the chain, could include Gran Canaria, could move out of phase 2 next week. Ramirez believes each easing in social distancing measures will make it possible for fans to attend Las Palmas' first match of the resumed 2019-2020 Secunda Division season. RB Leipzig climbed to third in the Bundesliga table with a 4-2 victory away to Cologne yesterday. 4 goals from 4 different goal scorers secured a return to winning ways for Julian Nagelsmann's side, who were held by Hertha Berlin last Wednesday. Jean Cordoba put Cologne ahead, but Patrick Schick, Christopher Nkunku and Timo Werner put the visitors in control. Anthony Modeste blasted in a lifeline only for Dani Olmo to score Leipzig's fourth 2 minutes later to make certain. This is according to former Germany international Dayat Mahaman, who also claims that the Bundesliga star would improve any team in the Premier League. German international Havertz has developed into one of Bayer Leverkusen's best and most important players since making his first team debut in 2016, scoring 43 goals in 143 appearances for the club. The 20-year-old has attracted interest from a number of teams, with Premier League rivals United, Chelsea and Liverpool all interested in securing his signature this summer. Hamann says it is very clear that the young star can improve any team that cares to pay the 3 figures slapped on the prodigy.
He's just a very versatile player, and if you watch him play, he's technically very gifted. He's got that air of arrogance about him in a nice way, not in a cocky way, but in a nice way. I think apart from Liverpool, he probably improves any team. Before the break, people were talking about 3 figures, 100 million. Whether this is a price any club in the summer is prepared to pay, I'm not too sure. So, we'll see. But I think the likelihood is very strong that he's going to leave Leverkusen and he picks up another challenge in the summer.
All right, Kai Havertz, Jadon Sancho and Timo Werner, 3 of the hottest properties in Germany, if you ask me. Felipe Coutinho is aiming to return to the Premier League, according to his agent, Kia Joorabchian, with Coutinho out injured. Purchase option with a host of Premier League Coutinho's compatriots, David Luiz and Willian, has now confirmed the 27-year-old has set a return to England in his sight. Quoting Joorabchian, he said he has a desire to come back to the Premier League at some point. Joorabchian told Sky Sports, it may not happen this year, it may happen this year, but we don't know. We really have not discussed anything for now. And that's where we'll call it a wrap on today's edition of Sports Attack. Thank you so much for your time. The sports crew will be back after the news update. The sports crew will be back at 3 p.m. No more news updates at that time. We'll be back at 3 p.m. for another edition of today's Sports Life. Regular hand washing and other precautions are not simple, but no price is too high to pay for your life. My name is Wisdom Obina. Stay tuned to this dial, to the FM 95, the rocking one.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the...
It promises to be a beautiful day here in this line. Of course, he has this wonderful business to introduce to us today. So I have Mr. Lucky in the studio today. Mr. Lucky, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
So Mr. Lucky is a work-from-home business developer, and he will be telling us more about this business today. So Mr. Lucky, you have this new business you want to introduce to us called Work-from-Home Business. That is WFH. We want to know what this business is all about.
Thank you so much. WFH stands for Work From Home. Working from home with your internet-enabled devices like mobile phones and computers have become our new reality globally today due to rapid global changes. Now, one of such changes that have forever changed the world today is the global pandemic called coronavirus. Countries are on a standstill right now, and global lockdown has become the new world order. And the resultant effect of all this is huge job losses, hunger in the land, poverty, and other attendant economic consequences. So that's why it is imperative for people begin to think out of the box and begin to find other sources through which they can earn money. So while you're staying at home, you can still make huge amount of money from the comfort of your home using your mobile phone, using your internet devices, creating employment for yourself from the comfort of your home. That's what the concept of work from home is. Thank you.
Okay, so talking about working from home, you talked about work online. You're going to put people through working online. So what do you do if you're not a computer literate?
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful question. First of all, I want my listeners to know that your earning is tied to your learning. It is very simple. It is very easy, whether you are literate or illiterate, whether you know how to read or you don't know how to read. It's irrelevant. We are going to give you a hands-on training on how you're going to do this business. You join us online and we teach you how to do all this. It's very simple. We present to you a business called Cyrimor and another business called freefoodsforall.com business. Line of businesses and jobs that you can do from the comfort of your home and still make business concept is a simple concept where you register with the Cyrimor online platform. You buy a product and the company sells it for you on the 10th day, and on the 11th day, they pay huge profit into your bank account. It's that simple. The company does all the work for you. While for the free food for all business concept, the worth of the food sector in Nigeria alone is worth over 1.2 trillion naira. Everybody to be able to go into the food stuff buying and selling business. Thank you.
This is becoming interesting, Mr. Lucky. So I want to ask you, who are eligible to join your work from home online business class, and how can someone join? We want to know.
Well, thank you very much. Every single individual who wants to create multiple stream of income, every single individual who have dreams and who wants to be financial free is eligible to join this work from home business that we have to offer. It's for the doctors, market women, unemployed, the employed, the students, everybody, irrespective of your educational standard, as long as you have financial needs to meet. The home business concept is for you. Having said that, you need to be able to have multiple streams of income. And now, like we said, sit at home has become the new world order. So we want to ensure that while you're sitting at home, you will be able to make money.
So, Mr. Loki, I'm going to be asking you the final question for today, because I know that so many people will be wanting to know how to reach you, how to get your contacts and all that. Do you have any contact address people can reach you with?
Thank you very much. 752. I take that again. 081-80-68-9752.
All right, thank you so much, Loki. This is where we begin to draw the curtain for today. The numbers again before we just do our conclusions.
To be part of this online training, text or WhatsApp the word yes.
Thank you so much, Loki, for making our time to be here.
It's my pleasure.
See you again next time and have a nice day.
Board hardcore.
2020. You don't come. My good people of River State, you don't hear the latest for town. Now, Ojibola low income earners promo. You no need to worry yourself again on how to get land with the small money with your hand. With just one tiny 550,000 naira, you go fit get one plot of land with be 465 square meters for the Ojibola Freedom Layout. Where they inside the Grutali, Ipo School Road. With the same 550,000 naira, you go still get your deed of conveyance and survey plan and all documentation within 1 week, and you no go pay any extra money for bush entry or agency fee or any other hidden charges. Rush now and pick our free interest form and join the next inspection. Call Amarachi on 081-3348-7968. Call Lisa on 070-6264-1169 or visit our office at Ojibola House, Iyenweli Niserim Layout, Tombia Extension, GRA Port Harcourt, or go to our website www.odibolaproperties.com. Powered by Real People's Foundation. For inside Odibola, you go do business with us and you go sleep well.
Welcome to Returns Market Investment Nigeria Limited, a financial home that has impacted lives and given meaning to every life and home and companies with values using the international capital market business for the past 3 years to the international capital market business and Constant Development Nigeria Limited. Contact our junction, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, or call us now on 0903 652 7708. You can also visit our website at www.return.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.